Alright everyone, welcome to OSHA, the safest subreddit on Reddit. This video is still brought to you by the like button. I'm just thinking, for someone tuning into one of these for the first time ever, they're like, what do you mean this video is brought to you by the like button? That doesn't make any sense. Don't worry, stick around, watch every other video, you'll get it in no time. It'll totally make sense. Let's start off with number 19, retractable wall outlets. Ah, yes, seems perfectly safe. At least it's still being sort of held in. It doesn't yank all the way out of the wall. There's like a varying degree of outlets holding in what you plug into them, at least in my experience. Like, I've had some outlets, and even within my current house, like, you plug the thing in, and it still kind of wiggles around. It doesn't really get a tight seal. And then you have others, you plug it in, and I'm like, am I gonna break the wall trying to pull this thing out? Is there something on the other side holding it, like it doesn't want to let go? You could also, I suppose, have the same thing for the surrounding electrical junction box. Maybe it just, varying degrees of being attached into the wall. Boy, are my arms tired. I feel like there are better ways, and that vehicles do exist that are almost made for this. Those bucket vehicle things, where they extend upwards so someone can be safe in a bucket with guardrails working on the thing that's really high up, instead of a bunch of people holding it in the back of a pickup truck. Hopefully he's good at pull-ups and hanging on to things if the ladder does go bye-bye, because then he can just hold on and then they can, take a rest. Thanks for the heads up. 30-foot fall to a concrete ground floor. Be cautious, door may open while lift is not on this floor. Not this. Not like this. Why is the lift not like an automatic door that undoes when the thing is there? Watch your step. It's a doozy. Also, even if you survive the fall, the elevator might even come down on top of you and be like, you thought you were gonna survive this. Nope. No such thing as health and safety in Myanmar. This dude's repairing an air conditioner on the 22nd floor. As you do. Hey man, if I was in that unit that was obviously baking in there, I would show limitless appreciation for this person literally risking their life just so I can be slightly more comfortable inside of my apartment. I mean, honestly, dude must have been doing this for a while. His grip strength is probably just an absolute monster. He could probably scale that building if he wanted to. Probably do have harnesses. And all the techs are just like, why bother? We're so good at this. We don't need to bother to take the extra 5 minutes to put on and off the harness and mount it onto something. Just don't bother us with it. Like, we're fine. I'm not going to fall. We've gone exactly like 5 years since the last dude fell. The odds are pretty low. I'm willing to take those odds to save 10 minutes worth of time. Yeah, it'll fit. I don't know. That seems like a stretch. I'm very impressed that the center of gravities are somehow working out that this car is not actually tipping the truck backwards. Even if most of the weight is there in the front, you go over an imperfection in the road, that's like a big pendulum there on the back. Why did the truck driver even agree to this? Why was he just like, no, I'm not gonna, they're gonna need to do this a different way. I'm sure I won't need this, right? Emergency stop button. Disassembled. Who needs that? Things are getting out of control. I'm sure you're qualified enough to kind of wrangle it back into place. Not a problem. Fixing pipes, Egyptian edition. Why? What is it with like scaling the sides of buildings with no harness at all? I wonder if the people who do this are used to others just taking photos of them from other windows in the building. I wonder if they see it as like a source of pride. Like, what I am doing is impressive enough that people actually want to take photos of it so they can share it with others. Like,
can you believe that there's this dude working on my building, literally just scaling the side of a pipe, like 50 feet up?
My forearms would be done within like 2 minutes. I guess you can kind of like, I don't know, take a slight rest by standing on one of the other pipes of the windowsills, but still. Our family hired a carpenter to replace the top deck. Came outside to find him balanced over a bed of rusty nails. But why? Would you, like, if you had the option to not stand over a punji pit, wouldn't you? I guess he took that off elsewhere and just made that stack, and he's like, oh, shoot, I have to do some work in this location where I put all these rusty nailed boards of wood. I don't want to move them all. I'll just put the ladder over him instead. I like how he's grinning down at you taking a photo of him. Of course, our inspection paperwork is up to date. Inspected on March 12th, 1963. I wonder what this is for. Maybe operator used safely to maximum pressure of 200 something? I'm sure that hasn't changed since 1963. Definitely still good. The steel toe of a boot after being run over by a fully loaded semi. Left shoe. That seems like it worked as intended, right? Unless that's not supposed to curl up over there. I don't know if that perhaps did some damage. But, I mean, maybe, I don't know if this is a test or if this is like, oh, I just got my foot ran over. Doesn't seem like it's gone. That's good. That's unexpected. I don't know, maybe big or little toe got damaged there, but kind of kept shape remarkably well, I think. I think that's what we're looking at. I don't know for sure. Maybe that's like they're pointing out that's bad. I don't know. Someone will have to inform me. Always be sure to correctly terminate high voltage cables. Is that really just like an exposed end? And if you touch it, it's like game over for you. We'll just put a cone over it. You know, just grab our rubber, I don't know, tweezers or something, pick up the wire, and put it into this cone, and surely nobody will think, what's inside this cone? Kick it over and then zap themselves. Speechless. I mean, if you put a ladder there, you'd be too far away to be able to adjust the price sign. I don't see another way of doing this. You couldn't surely just climb up on the shelf from the side. Now, the most logical way is to definitely stand on your meat produce. Even better if you're doing this when everyone in the entire grocery store can see that you're standing on the food. When you have an audit, fire extinguisher, a kind of almost full bottle of water. It depends on the size of the fire, but they're not wrong. A bottle of water could potentially extinguish a small-ish fire. So, I mean, when they call for a fire extinguisher, they don't specify how large the fire might be. So, it's the truth. Once you get the motion, you should be fine. What in the world? This is wild. Is that just... That's just a piece of... He steps over it! He just steps over it! Like, at least the second guy stays on the outside of the metal. God, that thing whizzes along. That's why... He's like, I'll just be on the inside and then step over it as it kind of comes in. You know, just a bit of extreme jump rope. Where if you make contact with the jump rope, it just melts right through your limb. You get really good at actual jump rope when your entire life, or at least your legs, are on the line. Helmet for safety. Surely that helmet will help you when you fall off that. Oh my god, he's just gonna stand. He's gonna use all these as scaffolding, right? Yeah, yep, Nothing like just a bunch of loose pieces of metal. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why? Why are you doing it this way? Are you kidding me? Is there a net down there? Is there a pool of water down there that I'm not seeing? You're still gonna bounce off the metal scaffolding that's already up when you're falling towards the water, but there's a pool over there. As long as he jumps far, he'll make it over to that pool over there and everything will be fine. They look like they're cylindrical too, like they'll just roll. They'll just roll. Like if he kind of shifts his foot, they'll just kind of roll along the thing. You're, only hundreds of feet up. This makes me so nervous. I don't like it. Great job. Okay, so I don't have a screwdriver like this, but my assumption here is that little glowy bit means that there is electricity that is going through that screw right there. And that would mean that you drilled a screw into the wall and it just like went into an electrical wire, and now the screw has electricity flowing through it. So, hey, at least the screwdriver has a plastic handle, and you thought to actually use one that tells you if there's voltage going through something. I don't have one of those. I didn't even think about that. I have actually thought about that before. Like, what if you go into electrical when you're drilling into your wall? And I'm surprised that is not actually an issue more often. So let me know how I should hang paintings. Do I need to get a screwdriver like this? Or the fact that this is posted and so upvoted on OSHA means it's probably not supposed to happen. So, I don't know. I should look into a diagram of how electrical is insulated when it's put inside of your walls so that I can know these things. Always have 3 points. 3 points of contact. Foot, taint. Well done. I bet that's pretty stable, actually. It doesn't seem comfortable, but maybe the dude has ridden horses a lot, like totally used to that position. And honestly, that seems pretty secure. You can squeeze in with your legs, and you're very unlikely to lose balance in that situation. So, I don't know. Honestly, I'd probably do this and be like, I don't think I did anything wrong. And while my dad would be like yelling at me or something, saying, dude, you're totally unsafe. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to fall over with a drill and it's going to go into you and it's not going to be fun. A machine specifically handcrafted to give OSHA a stroke. What? Oh my God, why? Wait, why? It just... Is that just an axe on a very fast spinning wheel? I think the GIF is sped up just a bit from real time, like just a bit, but only maybe like 20% or something. I can understand why someone come up with this. They're like, it's a whole tedious process to go and pick up every piece of wood that I want chopped individually, and then I have to pick up the axe, I have to swing it, put the axe down, get a new piece, put it down, swing the axe again. It's helpful if there's 2 people, but what if it's just me? Why don't I just spin the axe blade on an automated thing that doesn't really have anything to guard people from getting too close to it? It can definitely take off a body part if you're not being careful. Seems all right. These books are here for an essential structural purpose. They are not for sale. What if I wanted structural books? I'm studying mechanical engineering or structural engineering. I could use these. Are you sure they're not for sale? I feel like we've all done something like this before. I definitely did this in my room when I lived with my mom. Oh yeah, that is exactly what it was. Oh my God, I totally did something like this. So I had a desk, and it's a desk actually that you can see in the background of some of my earlier vlogs. So it had a kind of top area on it, and it wasn't made to hold anything heavy because all that it had anchoring the thing in was like just some little screw in the back, but it had a lot of, dangling over the front. But I was like, this is the best place for me to put my TV. But I couldn't wall mount my TV at the time, so I just put my large, like 40-inch TV on this thing, and it starts to tip the whole thing forward. I'm like, oh, that's not gonna work. I'll just grab some books. I'll just throw some books under the front of this thing, and that'll work great. Sure enough, it did. And I was able to put my TV on this thing. I didn't label my books essential for structural purpose, but it was pretty clear. And I was impressed with my engineering. So there we go. Didn't have to go to school for mechanical engineering. Dropped out because I was so smart that I could put a TV on my desk. There we go. Thanks for watching this month of OSHA. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Like if you liked, check out the playlist if you want to catch more of these. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and I'll see you next time.